Mobile communication and overview, lesson number 11th, mobile system security. Now we'll see the security available in the mobile computing. What are the important things which we have to remember while we talk about the security? It's important for maintaining privacy and for mobile e-business transactions. We do e-transactions, we do money transaction, e-business, then we buy sell products on mobile using internet. So there must be some security provisions which are available on the mobile system, so that we are going to see right now. Wireless security mechanism for providing security of the data transmitted from one endpoint to another endpoint. So it is regarding the wireless security which is to be provided on the mobile system, because the data is to be transmitted over the network from one point to another point. Now it provides for wire equivalent privacy and non repudiation when some data is sent to endpoint. So it is either we talk about wired communication or we talk about wireless communication. In both the cases the privacy is important. So we'll see the end-to-end communication transmission and the providing security to that transmission. No denial of service of authenticated object. So unauthenticated object, no denial of service to authenticated objects. So if it is an authenticated object, the service cannot be denied. So what is to be provided is the security. So a serving station authenticated before it can provide service to mobile devices. So we need to verify the service station, service provider who is providing the authenticated services to the mobile devices. This is a simple block diagram of authentication mechanism of security in case of the GSM technology. Global GSM is global service for mobile communication. So this is a cell phone, location registry at a base station. This is a base station. It sends 128-bit random number in 128, for example, through a mobile. So mobile is sending some signals to this and to the base station, and from the base station it is receiving the signals. So this base station is connected to this RS-32 cables that calculates expected RS-32 using secrecy code S. Compare receive RS-32 with RS-32 star, and if equal, the mobile devices sends the authenticated signals. Calculate 32-bit response R32, sign the 32 R32 with secrecy code S and send RS-32. So see how this communication happens. And nowadays we see that OTP is being sent to the mobile one-time password for providing the security, basically through the mobile communication. If you do the transaction on the internet, so your registered mobile number gets an OTP. Similarly here also you see that this mobile is participating in a transmission network. So how that GSM technology provides a authenticated security mechanism to this mobile. So this sends a signal, this mobile sends a signals at the base station, and in the base station it compares with that authenticated service code, secrecy code, which is available over here from the service code which is provided by the mobile. If it matches, then the communication or the transmission happens. So this matching of secrecy code should be there. So the secrecy code is being generated by mobile, sends to the base station, checks through the base station whether it is matching or not. If both matches, then the user is authenticated and the communication happens. There is one more mechanism, technique to provide the security, that is cryptography. You might have learned this cryptography in network security in your undergraduate courses. So this cryptography is to keep the private information from getting into the hands of unauthorized agents. So this is one of the mechanism to provide the security. So provide the unauthorized agents to access the data. So what happens in this case, there is a concept of encryption and decryption. Encryption is the transformation of the data into the coded form. So the original information is being coded and is sent over the network, that is called as encryption. Hiding the information, hiding the data from the source to the destination is through the mechanism called as encryption, that hiding information, encrypting information by coding it. Okay, the encrypted data when received at the destination is to be decrypted, that is transformed back to its intelligible form at its destination. There is an algorithm on the cryptography which uses both encryption and decryption mechanism. So it is used to encrypt and then decrypt the transmitted data. So enables the receiver and the sender to authenticate the data. So while the sender is sending the information, it is being encrypted, and after it is being received at the destination, the same data is being regained using decryption. Now this is being done using something called as a security key. Key is being provided, high cipher key बोलते हैं उसको. Cipher key is being provided which is known to the sender and the receiver, and that cipher key is being utilized by the receiver, which is being sent by the sender, and if it matches, then the data starts decoding, that is decrypting, and the data is available in the original form. Discover if data security has been compromised during transmission. So during the transmission we need to verify that the data security is being there. So see, just now I discussed about the cipher key. There is a secret key called as a cipher key to encrypt the data into the secret code for the transmission, and it uses one of the algorithm, that is RSA is one of the algorithm for doing the encryption, encrypting the information under this cryptography algorithm. RSA basically stands for Rivest, Shamir, Adleman. These are the three persons who has developed this algorithm, so it is named after them. It is an cryptography algorithm used for the private key generation. So private key is being generated. This private key is known to the sender, is known to the receiver, and this private key is being used to decrypt the information. There is a public key encryption and the private key encryption. There are two methods for encrypting and decrypting the information. It is classified under two categories: symmetric and asymmetric transmission. Now it is used to create a hash of the message or a MAC, message authenticated code. Hash key is again one more technique to hashing, is one more technique to encrypt the information. That hash function is being used. The information or the data which is to be sent is being coded in the form of a using the secret key. It is being coded, or it is coded using the hashing technique. Hashing technique uses some hash function. Using that hash function, the entire information is being encrypted in that form. Okay, see, just now I discussed about the hash function, how it is being done using the hash technique. It is used to create a small digital fingerprint of the data to be transmitted. So small information about the fingerprint, suppose fingerprint का information हमको send करना है, so that information is to be transmitted over the network. Okay, now this fingerprint is called the hash value, and the hash sum or simply a hash. Okay, so the information which is to be sent is the hash value. Now hash of the message is a set of bits obtained after applying the hash algorithm or the hash function. So now over that information, the hash function is being applied on the this is being coded, this fingerprint information is being coded in the form of a bits, zeros ones के फॉर्म में रहेगा. उसके ऊपर हैश फंक्शन लगाया जाता है. जब उसके ऊपर हैश फंक्शन लगाया जाता है तो कुछ आउटपुट आएगा. जो आउटपुट आएगा वी कॉल इट एज एन एनक्रिप्टेड डेटा. से दिस सेट ऑफ बिट्स ऑल्टर्स इन केस द डेटा इज मॉडिफाइड ड्यूरिंग द ट्रांसमिशन. अगर डेटा मॉडिफाई हो जाता है और पता नहीं चलता तो हाउ दिस हेल्प्स. So this hash function is basically a function which codes the original information in some other form while transmission, and in case if the bits order changes, so it is known to the destination that the information has been what we call कि बीच में से चुरा ली गई है. That information is being taken out by the on the network. Another method is message authenticated MAC, message authenticated codes, which also used to authenticate the message during the transmission. So during the data transmission, this authentication is being done using MAC. So MAC of a message created using a cryptographic MAC function, which is similar to the hash function but has different security requirements. So like we have seen, there is a hash function to encrypt and decrypt the information. Similarly, there is a MAC function which helps in encrypting the information, which helps in providing the security over the network. Okay, the receiver reviews the hash or the MAC of the received message and returns it to the sender. जब sender सेंड कर देता है तो ये हैश फंक्शन या फिर ये मैक फंक्शन जो है वो डेटा रिसीव कर लेता है और ये इन्फॉर्मेशन सेंड करता है सेंडर को कि दैट द मैसेज हैज़ बीन रिसीव्ड. नाउ एक्सचेंज इनेबल्स द सेंडर एंड द रिसीवर टू फाइंड आउट इफ द मैसेज हैज़ बीन टेम्पर्ड. दिस टेम्पर्ड वर्ड मीन्स बीच में से चुरा लिया गया. विद एंड दस हेल्प्स वेरीफाई मैसेज इंटीग्रिटी एंड authenticity. So these functions helps in identifying whether the data has been tampered or not. Okay, and it helps in maintaining the integrity and authenticity of the data. जो सेंडर ने सेंड किया वो रिसीवर के पास में वैसे के वैसी फॉर्म में मिलना चाहिए. बट बीच में क्या होता है, जब डेटा सेंड होता है तो अगर वो ओरिजिनल फॉर्म में सेंड हो रहा है तो बीच में कोई भी उसको अनऑथराइज्ड यूजर उसको हैक कर सकता है. सो दैट हैकिंग शुड नॉट बी देयर while sender is sending the information and receiver is receiving. तो अगर ऐसा हो जाता है, हैक हो जाता है, तो किसी को पता ही नहीं चलता है. जो हमारे पास में डिजिटल फ्रॉड्स होते हैं, साइबर क्राइम्स होते हैं, यू माइट हैव हर्ड अबाउट दैट कि बैंक ट्रांजैक्शन में से बैंकिंग ऑनलाइन ट्रांजैक्शन की वजह से डेटा जो है वो पैसे जो है वो विड्रॉ कर लिए गए अकाउंट में से. सो दीज प्रॉब्लम्स विल नॉट अराइज इफ the person who is having bank account holder is cautious. अगर उसको पता है तो वो अपना secret information should not be shared like OTP और ये सब बोला जाता है. Apart from that they provide a very good security over the network. नेटवर्क में से ऐसे हैक करना easy नहीं होता क्योंकि वो it is being linked with the mobile and until unless it is that information, private information is being shared by the user, तो वो हैक नहीं कर सकते. So आपको इसका मैकेनिज्म समझना चाहिए कि while the sender is sending the information and receiver is receiving the information over the network, it provides a very good type of security. Then there is another method called as data encryption standard, DES. What are these DES? It uses 56 bits of a key plus 8 bits of the parity key. Okay, this is also one of the method to provide the security. It's a block length of 64 bit, that is maximum block size is equal to 2 raised to power of 64 bits. इतना इंफॉर्मेशन जो है वो प्रोवाइड किया जाता है नेटवर्क पे. ट्रिपल DES, दिस ट्रिपल DES is an enhanced version of DS, that is data encryption standard. Multiple encryptions or the encryption steps in ciphertext message, cryptic message, a different key at each step of cryptic message creation. See, in this case also how it provides the security while the data transmission is going on. It provides the cryptic message. The message is cryptic means coded into the form, and with that message it provides a key which is used to decrypt that message. Then we have another standard called as Advanced Encryption Standard, AES. There are 9 possible combinations of key lengths and the block lengths, and the key length can be up to 128, 192 or 256 bits, and the block length can also be 128, 192, 256, and the maximum block size is 128 bits, means that maximum block size is 2 raised to power of 128 bits. So जो इतनी combinations, 9 different possible combinations of key lengths and the block lengths is being provided while the data is being transmitted under the advanced encryption standard techniques. Then let's see RSA algorithm, how this RSA algorithm works. The asymmetric key based standard, it uses algorithm which is having 128, 256, 512 and 1024 bit prime numbers for encryption. Okay, if you study the subject called as network security, under this network security the entire algorithm is being explained, RSA algorithm, DSA algorithms, and it is being implemented in C++ programming language also. See how that ciphertext is being created and how that information is being transmitted. So let's see DSA, that is digital signature algorithm. It is used to sign a record before transmitting. Okay, and provides for a variable key length of maximum of 512 or 1024. So while digital signatures are being transmitted, so for providing the security to those digital signature, because when the digital signature is being transmitted over the network, it is being transmitted in the form of digits, bits, zeros ones के फॉर्म में जो बिट्स जनरेट होती है उसके फॉर्म में ट्रांसफर होता है, और उस बिट का जो लेंथ साइज है 512 से लेकर 1024 बिट्स हो सकता है. ओके. This next algorithm is DSS, that is digital signature standard, which is based on the DSA algorithm only, that is digital signature algorithm. This signature enables identification of the sender and identifies the origin of the message and checks the message integrity. Now there is one more concept of providing the security using digital certificate. Okay, an electronic certificate used to establish a credentials of a data का information का जो है authentication is being provided using the digital certificate. So it is being issued by the certification authority and contains the certificate holder's name, a copy of the certificate holder's public key, serial number and the expiration date. Okay. सो जब सर्टिफिकेट इशू होता है तो सर्टिफिकेट के ऊपर उसका सिक्योरिटी पब्लिक की होल्डर का पब्लिक की दिया होता है, उसका सीरियल नंबर दिया होता है, एक्सपायरी डेट दी हुई होती है, होल्डर का नाम दिया होता है. दिस इंक्लूड्स डिजिटल सिग्नेचर ऑफ अ सर्टिफिकेट इशूइंग अथॉरिटी फॉर वेरिफिकेशन ऑफ द ऑथेंटिसिटी ऑफ द सर्टिफिकेट की ऑथेंटिसिटी. जैसे अगर आप ये 10th का मार्कशीट है, 12th का मार्कशीट है, तो वो अगर हम देते हैं, दैट इज़ ऑथराइज्ड सर्टिफिकेट, डिजिटल सर्टिफिकेट, बिकॉज दैट कंटेन्स द ऑथेंटिसिटी ऑफ पर्टिकुलर identification of the certificate is being signed properly by the provider. उसमें नीचे लिखा हुआ होता है कि ये वेब बेस्ड जनरेटेड है and it is authenticated. The certification authenticity distributes a digital certificate which binds a public key to a specific sender. So it basically retrieves the data from the device, and that certificate includes the information regarding the authenticity कि ये जो सर्टिफिकेट जनरेट हुआ है, ऑनलाइन जनरेट हुआ है, ये ऑथेंटिकेटेड है, जो एजेंसी उसको प्रोवाइड करती है. तो उसका कुछ सीरियल नंबर रहता है, यूनिक रहेगा वो हर एक को, कुछ की रहेगी, पब्लिक की रहेगी, दैट विल बी यूनिक, और QR कोड भी प्रोवाइड रहता है कई जगह पे. सो टुडे वी हैव सीन क्रिप्टोग्राफिक एल्गोरिथम, हैश फंक्शंस, मैक, DES, triple DES, AES, SA, RSA, digital signatures and certificates. So we end up with the mobile system security.